So keeping the machine moving forwards, we've got the Jaguar back from MOT. So let's have a look at what the Jaguar needed. This is from our car right bundle buy. Side repeater light intensity significantly reduced near side. So we need a side, well, it might just be the bulb. Probably just the bulb. Yeah, handbrake caliper leaking near side rear, so bleed nipple, might need a caliper there. I don't know if there's anything we can do about the nipple itself. And then we've just got two dust boots, near side rear upper and offside rear upper. I don't know whether they'll end up being part of an arm or not. We'll have to have a look at that. Oil leak but not excessive. That's weird because I don't think we spotted any leaks on it at all when we were underneath it before. So we'll have a look at that. Not an awful lot we do. Obviously it's not hitting the ground. He said it's not excessive. So that means it isn't hitting the ground. You know, it is, what, 2012. So we'll have a look at it, clean it up and put some seal reviver in there. You can put the stuff in the oil that swells out seals, which might help stem it. But obviously at this age, a bit of weeping, as we discussed before, is not out of order on an engine as long as it's not hitting the ground and giving high oil consumption. You're all right. It's not too bad really for the age. Not too bad at all. I drove it back myself. PT drove it there the first time. I drove it back. Oh my goodness, it is a lovely drive. It's a little barnstormer like mine was. Flies along, and obviously real comfort as well. Really nice car to drive. Now Fiesta's back, and that is now MOT. That's now got its fresh MOT on it, so I'll be able to photograph and put it up for sale. Just still debating whether I do a bit more paint on it or not. I've got some scuffs and marks on the corner there. When, as I'm saying it on camera to you, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense. It's 138,000 miles, 2013. It's going to be a cheap car. It's got marks on the door there, which I'm going to buff a bit more and see if I can improve. But probably doesn't merit me spending any more time on it, does it really? I mean, obviously we turned it around fairly quick, so we can let it go at a good price as well. So it's probably best just to stay nice and cheap and cheerful on that one. Oh, we just picked up our Honda Jazz as well that we got from a subscriber that had some of the paintwork needed on it. And we've got, I can't even remember what we had done on this. Matt's done a brilliant job on colour matching as normal. I can't even remember where he did it. I've got a feeling it was this door here, wasn't it? And that is not obvious at all. And I've got a feeling it was some bumper corners, but I can't even remember. I'm trying to look for where he's polished. That looks polished. So I think it must have been that corner, that door over there. Beautiful job by Matt. I've just got to track down the seat now because the seat was damaged on this, wasn't it? So I'm going to go in now and try and track down a seat. But before that, we'll catch up on some of the other cars we were retailing, prepping for retail, which includes the Dacia and the Fiat 500. So last thing on the Dacia was the horn, and nicely that turned out just to be the stalk, because they have a stalk press for the horn on this. £15 on eBay for a complete brand new unit. Gotta love that. Pete's just fitted that. We tested it's working. After he's done that, I'm going to tidy up the dashboard here with probably some plaster dip to get rid of these grey bits here. We've got a bit of damp in the carpet here, so we've got to clean that up. I think it might be where the valet's wet cleaned it and then it's been sitting. So we'll check that out. Then we've got the Fiat 500 on the ramp. So that went through its MOT. I don't think we discussed what that needed for its MOT. What did it need? It needed parking brake inoperative near side, suspension arm pin, well, suspension arms on a Fiat 500. They just go hand in hand. Fiat 500s love to do suspension arms. So what we're talking about here is these lower arms down here. They absolutely, I can't remember how many of these I've replaced in my time. So we've got both sides. We've done both sides for those. So brand new both sides on that. Two tyres cracking on the rear, so we'll have to get a set of rear tyres. An exhaust clamp needs replacing. Oh damn it, we've got a cut in an offside front tyre, so we're going to have to do a tyre there as well, which means we'll probably end up doing 4 tyres. We've done that one. And the parking brake, yeah, so Pete's stripped the rear drums down, serviced them and adjusted them, so he's got the handbrake working again. So from here it's just tyres, tyres and the exhaust clamp, I think. So that would have been okay if it weren't for the tyres. 4 tyres is going to be good for £100, isn't it? He did make a manual note that the springs had some corrosion on them, but not enough to advise, so we've wire brushed them all down and given them a lick of paint. It's just where the coatings come off of them. See, it's all tidied up back here. It came out alright, didn't it? It's got a bit more of a sheen to it, but I think it's still drying out at the moment. It will go a bit more matte like this one here. I might just touch in some of the areas up here. Do for this truck, won't it? Right, we're just working through the XF's MOT list. You remember I was saying it had an advisory for an oil leak. We're kicking ourselves now because we've just realised what it is. It's not an oil leak at all. It is the remainder of the brake fluid from when that front pipe burst when we first got the car in. The brake pipe burst and threw oil everywhere, didn't it? So yeah, we forgot to clean that off before we put it in. And that's what he's classing as an oil leak. So
if you look through, you can see the sump on dry gears.
Yeah, I thought I was remembering us commenting that the engine was dry when we put it on the ramp the first time. So it's gonna, it's the brake fluid, isn't it? So we'll wash all that off, have a word with the MOT tester and see if we can't get that sorted. The other fail stuff, sorry about that, camera was dirty then. So the other fail stuff that we're doing is we've got these rubber cups, only these two rubber cups here that have failed, they've split. So we're going to see if we can replace those. If not, we have to get the entire arm. I'm hoping we can replace them because that arm's £90, whereas obviously just putting a boot on there is for peanuts, isn't it? There was a leaking brake caliper outside. Now I went to order a brake caliper. Pete's actually managed to take the old nipple out and put a new one in, and it's now not leaking with a fresh bleed nipple in it. So that's a big saving. And we've got a fail on one of these indicator lenses in the mirror cap here, which I've just found on Amazon for £22. You can get a set. So they're on the way. So it could be, fingers crossed, that we end up with very little MOT costs on this. And it does prove that, as we thought at the beginning, this has been a very well cared for car, because all we've got really is fail on the two rubber boots, the indicator lens, and we don't have an oil leak. We just have the remainder of that brake fluid. That's just a little thing we missed doing before we put it in for MOT. But obviously we'll have to explain that if someone questions the MOT, because obviously someone will be like, how come it had an oil leak on the MOT and then it's cleared on the advisories? If you will take it off the advisories when we retest it, we know exactly what it was. We've got it on video evidence, haven't we? That brake pipe split and put fluid everywhere. Right, I'm going to photograph this Dacia now and we'll see how much interest we get in that. So, managed to get the arm off and get that little boot off as well. So we will be able to just replace the boot and save £90 on each corner for the arms, because the bushes on the body there, they're to the subframe, they're all good, they are. Just tighten up the Dacia a little bit more before I do the photo shoot. Just a quick reminder, because people ask me quite a lot, and it is my favourite product. Outro colour restore is what I use. So you can see your plastic down here. It just takes away from the look of the car a bit. This is an oil. You don't need a lot at all. Put some on, and it sinks in, evens out the colour, and gives you an absolutely lovely luster to all your plastics. It sinks right into it, really takes the plastics take on the oil, and it lasts for a good long time. It also is really good on faded paint. It's not designed for that, but if you've got faded paint in your car and you haven't got the resources to paint it at the moment, you just want it looking a little bit better, if you wipe it on paint, I won't do it on that bit there, but if you wipe it on paint, faded paint works well. Also, if you've got faded headlights and you haven't got a buffer at home and time to do it, just rub a bit of that on. It makes your headlights look better as well. Again, it won't last a huge amount of time on the headlights. You probably need to do it once a month. But things like the mirror caps here, put it on. Now I use this stuff so much, they did give me a 10% discount code for subscribers. So I'll put a link in the video description down below. But definitely something worth having kicking around. Also do your UPVC windows and doors. If you've got faded UPVC windows and doors and you want to make them look better, rub some of this in. Fantastic stuff. You can see the shine there, and like I say, it really does last as well compared to the spray on stuff. Last thing on the lovely Jaguar before it can go and get its re-MOT is to replace that broken indicator lens on the cap. We've got the cap off ready to go. The lens is on its way in from Amazon, so hopefully we'll plug that in, put that on there, and that can go back down and get re-MOT'd. So we've had a busy little time of it. The Nissan Micra that we prepped is sold. The Ford Fiesta we sold, and that's already gone. The Dacia we sold, and that's been picked up today already. What else sold as well? Oh, the little Vauxhall Adam has sold. We're just in getting some MOT work done on that now. And the Peugeot 108 has sold. That's all happened within the last couple of days. So we had a really big run of it on the cheapy cars. I've got it in my head. There was another cheapy car when we sold the little Suzuki Swift as well, didn't we? So yeah, I had a real run of it on that. We got some more stock in, as you'll be able to see in the background over here. Various cars, which I'll cover a little bit later. Got another subscriber buy-in as well. So we need some more small cars, quick, smart. We're getting the other little micro prep, the older little micro prepped as well. We've got the white Kia Picanto in stock. We've got another Kia Picanto on the way. And we've got Ford Fiesta on the way as well. But I just need as much small cheap end stock as I can get. It's always selling really well. And we've got our MG3 somewhere around here being worked on as well. And we just had this little Ford KA in. So lots more cheapy stuff, though. This is a bit more expensive than that end. I want lots of 3995s, 3795s, 3495s, that kind of thing. So if you've got anything like that, don't forget to hit me up. I'll put a link to the website down below where you can put in a request for a quotation for your car. And we better get cracking and get some other cars prepped. We've got a little Mini over there as well. We better pull in. And a Nissan Note two that I've been having sitting around for a while. We'll get those in and get those ready. And we've got a car that I completely forgot I owned until the garage rang me and said, "Do you want to take this away?" So we're going to get cracking on that. That's another little car. As always, massive thanks for watching. Don't forget, the 106 GTI raffle is still ongoing, but it doesn't have long to go now. So I'll put a link to that in the video description down below as well. 106 GTI, £2 a ticket, and we're supporting a charity that I can't remember the name offhand, so I'll try and put that on screen. So £2 a ticket, it's all MOT'd, all ready to go with a new cam belt, all that good stuff. Cracking car to drive. If you watch my videos, you'll have seen me hooning around this quite a bit. Again, massive thanks for watching the videos, and I'll catch you on the next one.